Dr. Phil, stop the show because what you're about to see is the moment a 13-year-old girl hijacks her own mother's life and almost gets away with it. Karen, 38, walks in clutching a crumpled police report, face pale, hands shaking. Daniel, 13, long hair in a messy ponytail, hoodie up, smirking, follows right behind her. Dr. Phil voiceover over fast cut montage. What happens when a child steals a car, pulls a knife on her own mother, then frames her for the crime? This is not a movie, this is today. Studio screen shows body cam footage from the first incident. Police officer, ma'am, step out of the vehicle, now. Karen sobbing, hands up, that's my car, my daughter took it. Daniel in backseat, knife visible. She's lying, officer. She told me to drive. Dr. Phil, Daniel, you were 13, no license. You crashed into a mailbox, fled the scene, then told police your mom ordered you to do it. Why? Daniel shrugging. She's always yelling. Figured she'd take the fall. The audience gasps. Dr. Phil, Karen, you spent 48 hours in jail. Your daughter framed you. How does that feel? Karen, voice cracking. Like I failed her, and she punished me for it. Dr. Phil, what happens when the victim is the parent and the criminal is the child you die for? Flashback home security cam. Daniel whispering to friend on phone, watch this. I'll take mom's keys, crash the car, blame her. She'll be gone for days. Dr. Phil holding up phone records. You texted your friend 30 minutes before the theft. Mom's gonna learn tonight. Explain, Daniel, eyes darting. Just joking. Dr. Phil, joking. You pulled a knife on her when she tried to stop you. Karen acting out the moment. She pinned me against the fridge, blade to my throat, said one word to the cops, you're done. The audience murmurs, Dr. Phil, Daniel, you're not a gangster, you're a child. Why the knife? Daniel cold, she wouldn't shut up. Dr. Phil, what happens when discipline becomes a death threat from a 13-year-old girl? Dr. Lisa enters the stage. Dr. Lisa, Daniel shows conduct disorder with callous, unemotional traits. She feels zero remorse. Daniel interrupting, remorse is for losers. Dr. Phil stands, stop the show. Daniel, you just said the quiet part out loud. You enjoy this. Silence. The audience is frozen. Dr. Phil to Karen, you're not a bad mom. You're a survivor. Karen, tears streaming, I still love her. Dr. Phil, love isn't enough. She needs residential treatment. Now, Dr. Phil, what happens when love keeps you in the crosshairs of your own child? The screen plays Daniel's TikTok. Daniel on video laughing. Mom's in jail, lol. Who's next? Dr. Phil, you posted this while she was handcuffed. Look at her now. Karen stands, faces Daniel. I forgive you, but I won't save you from yourself. Daniel smirk fades. You need me. Karen, no, you need help. Dr. Phil, what happens when the parent finally says enough and the child realizes the game is over? Suddenly, a production assistant rushes onstage, phone to ear, panicked. Assistant, Dr. Phil, someone just stole Sarah's car from the parking lot. Sarah's our stage manager. Sarah runs in, breathless. It's gone. Black SUV. Keys were in my bag backstage. Karen points at Daniel without hesitation. She did it. Daniel did this. I'm done protecting her. Dr. Phil signals security. Lock the building. Call the police. Daniel laughs. Prove it. Dr. Phil, we will. Cameras everywhere. The audience buzzes. Dr. Phil, Daniel, you just escalated on national TV. Karen to Daniel, I want you gone. I'm pressing charges this time. Police arrive within minutes. 2 officers storming the stage. Officer, we got a report of grand theft auto. Daniel smirks until they cuff her. Daniel screaming, Mom, tell them. Karen cold, no, you're on your own. Officer reads rights. You have the right to remain silent. Daniel thrashes as they drag her out. Dr. Phil to camera. Dr. Phil, stop the show today because some stories can't wait for the commercial break. Karen, you're free. Daniel, you're getting help the hard way. And America, this is what happens when a mother's love meets a child's cruelty and finally says stop. We'll be right back. Fade out. Audience applause mixed with stunned silence. The first theft started at 2:17 a.m. Karen was asleep. Daniel crept into her purse, grabbed the keys to the silver Honda, and rolled it out of the driveway in neutral so the engine wouldn't wake her. She picked up 2 friends from the park, girls she met on Discord, girls who called her boss. They drove to the 7-Eleven, bought Slurpees with Karen's debit card, then peeled out doing donuts in the empty lot. Daniel filmed it all on her phone, narrating like a streamer. Mom's gonna flip when she sees the mileage. At 3:42 a.m., she misjudged a turn, clipped a mailbox, and smashed the front bumper. The friends bailed. Daniel panicked, grabbed the kitchen knife from the glove box. Karen kept it for cutting apples on road trips and hid in the backseat. When the cops arrived, she played possum until they opened the door. Then she sprang up, knife flashing under the streetlight, screaming, "She made me do it." She's abusive, the body cam caught every second. Karen arrived in pajamas, barefoot, begging the officers to listen. They cuffed her instead. In the studio, Dr. Phil pauses the footage at the exact frame where Daniel's eyes lock on the camera. Cold, calculating, proud. Dr. Phil, that look right there, that's not fear, that's victory. Karen's voice breaks as she recounts the jail cell. The metal bench, the fluorescent hum, the other inmates asking what a suburban mom did to land in orange. She whispered, "My daughter." They laughed, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't. Daniel, meanwhile, spent those 48 hours at a friend's house, posting Snapchat stories with the caption, "Free at last." She ordered pizza with Karen's stolen credit card. When the charges hit her bank app, ping, 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 she saw them from behind bars. "Dr. Phil, you didn't just steal her car, Daniel. You stole her name. Her job called. Child services showed up." Neighbors stared, all because you wanted to teach her a lesson. Daniel leaning back, "She grounded me for failing math." This was fair, Dr. Phil, fair. You held a blade to her throat. The reenactment is brutal. Karen stands center stage, an actress playing Daniel towering over her. The fake knife glints under the lights. Actress, Daniel, move and I cut you. Karen real trembling, I begged her. "Baby, put it down." She pressed harder. I felt the edge break skin. A single drop of stage blood rolls down her neck. The audience winces. Daniel watches unmoved. Dr. Lisa returns with a brain scan. "Dr. Lisa, see this prefrontal cortex. Underdeveloped. Impulse control, non-existent. Empathy centers, dark. This isn't bad, kid. This is neurological red flags." Without intervention, she escalates. "Daniel, I'm fine. Dr. Phil, you're not fine. You're a loaded gun with a hair trigger." The tick-tock plays again, slower. Daniel's laugh echoes. Karen stands, walks to her. "Karen, I changed your diapers. I sang you to sleep. I prayed over you every night. And you did this, Daniel. You prayed I'd be normal." Guess God said no. Karen doesn't slap this time. She just turns away. "Dr. Phil, that's the real consequence." Losing her, back to the live theft. Security footage rolls on the big screen. Daniel seen slipping backstage during a break, grabbing Sarah's keys from her bag, walking calm to the lot, starting the SUV, driving off. Dr. Phil, caught red-handed, again. "Karen to police, arrest her. I'm done. I want her out of my life." Officer nods, loads Daniel into the cruiser outside. Daniel bangs on the window. "Mom, Karen doesn't look." Dr. Phil, juvenile detention tonight. Court tomorrow. Karen, restraining order starts now. Karen signs the forms on stage, hands steady. "Karen, I'm leaving her behind, for good if I have to." Dr. Phil, what happens when a mother chooses herself over a monster? Freedom, the audience stands, some cry, some applaud. Karen exits stage left, head high. Daniel's screams echo from the parking lot, fading as the cruiser pulls away. Dr. Phil final whisper to camera, what happens when a 13-year-old girl thinks she's untouchable? The law touches back. Hard blackout, the night it all began was ordinary until it wasn't. Karen had tucked Daniel in at 10 p.m., kissed her forehead like she did every night since she was 5. Daniel pretended to be asleep, eyes cracked just enough to watch her leave the room. The moment the door clicked, she was up, phone in hand, texting her crew, midnight. Be ready. She'd been planning this for weeks, ever since Karen took her phone for skipping school. She thought grounding her would teach responsibility. Daniel thought it was war. At 1:45 a.m., she slipped downstairs in socks, heart pounding but face calm. The purse was on the kitchen counter, keys glinting under the nightlight. She palmed them, felt the cool metal, smiled. The Honda started with a whisper. She eased it down the street, headlights off until she hit the main road. Freedom tasted like gasoline and rebellion. Her friends were waiting at the corner, hoodies and grins. They piled in, music blasting, windows down. Daniel drove like she'd done it 100 times, though this was only her third. The 7-Eleven run was for proof, footage for clout. She bought the biggest Slurpees, paid with Mom's card, posed for selfies with the receipt. Back in the car, the donuts started slow, then faster, tires screeching, laughter loud. The crash was sudden, metal on wood, airbag dust, silence. The mailbox lay splintered, her friends bolted, cowards. Daniel sat stunned, then angry. This wasn't the plan. She grabbed the knife, an afterthought, and curled in the back. When the sirens came, she was ready. The officers yanked the door. She exploded out, knife high, tears fake but convincing. She forced me. She's crazy, look at the texts. She'd planted them earlier, messages from a burner app mimicking Karen's number. Drive tonight or no more games. The cops bought it. Karen arrived minutes later, hair wild, voice hoarse from screaming her name down the street. They didn't listen. Cuffs clicked on her wrists, while Daniel watched from the cruiser, smirking inside. Jail was cold. Karen sat on the bench, knees to chest, replaying every moment. Was it the divorce, the move? The nights she worked late. She blamed herself until the guard said, "Your kid's the one who put you here." That broke something. Daniel partied. Friends' basement, pizza boxes, stolen soda. She live streamed, Mom's locked up, house is mine. Likes poured in. She felt like a queen, but queens fall. Dr. Phil's producers found the streams, the texts, the knife. Invitation came fast. Daniel thought it was fame. Karen thought it was her last chance. On stage, the truth unraveled thread by thread. Every lie exposed, every smirk challenged. Dr. Lisa's scan was the nail. Daniel's brain lit up wrong, pathways twisted from years of unchecked rage. Not an excuse, a diagnosis. Treatment or prison, those were the paths. The live theft sealed it. No more chances. Karen's turn away was final. The police cruiser disappeared down the street, Daniel inside, future uncertain. Karen walked out free. Dr. Phil closed the file. Case stopped, mother saved, child caught. Fade to black. The studio lights come up slow. Dr. Phil stands center stage, alone now. The audience is silent, waiting. He looks straight into the camera, voice low but firm. Dr. Phil, I've seen a lot in 20 years. Addicts, abusers, liars. But nothing chills me like a child who weaponizes love. Daniel didn't just steal a car, she stole trust. Karen didn't just lose freedom. She lost the illusion that love alone fixes everything. Today, we gave it back. Not easy, not pretty, but real. He pauses, lets it sink. Dr. Phil, parents, listen close. If your kid scares you, that's not normal. If they hurt you, that's not discipline. Get help before it's a headline. Kids, hear me. Power feels good until it's gone. Manipulation works until it doesn't. Choose better. The camera zooms in. Dr. Phil, Karen's walking out those doors right now. No cuffs. No fear. Daniel's in a cell tonight. No phone. No control. This is what justice looks like. Messy, necessary, final. He steps back. Dr. Phil, America, hug your kids, but set boundaries, love them. But protect yourself, we'll see you tomorrow. The theme music swells. Credits roll over slow motion shots. Karen hugging a friend outside the studio. Daniel in the cruiser looking back. Dr. Phil watching from the wings. The last frame freezes on Karen's face. Peaceful for the first time. Text on screen. Resources at Dr. Phil. com/help. End. Backstage. Karen sits with a producer. Coffee steady now. Producer, how do you feel? Karen, relieved. Scared but free. She smiles. Real, Karen. I thought I had to save her. Turns out letting go saved me. Cut to the detention center, Daniel in orange staring at walls, no smirk, counselor, ready to talk. Daniel nods small. Daniel, I messed up bad. Back in studio, doctor. Phil reviews the arrest footage, doctor. Lisa, she'll get help now. Mandatory. Doctor, Phil, good. Karen's not waiting. She's living. Montage. Karen at work, laughing, new apartment. Locks changed. Voiceover, Dr. Phil, this isn't a fairy tale, no magic fix, but it's justice, real justice. Final scene, court date. Karen testifies. I love her, but I can't live with her. Judge, custody revoked, state placement. Daniel cries real tears. Karen doesn't, Dr. Phil narrates what happens when a broken bond ends, a mother heals, a child learns. We don't stop the show for drama, we stop it for truth, and truth, it sets you free. Fade out on Karen driving away in a new car alone, windows down.